Welcome to you all to a new class of MTET 2021. Friends, I am going to discussion about continuous and comprehensive evaluation, means CCE, which is important for every teaching exam. We can tell about your MTET exam for both paper 1 and paper 2. So friends, you have to focus, you have to learn this video properly and attentively, by which you can get proper understanding about CCE and able to face answer all the questions of MTET 2021. Friends, continuous and comprehensive evaluation CCE is introduced as school-based system of evaluation by CBSE in 2019. Means CCE introduced or presented first time in CBSE. First time CBSE has introduced CCE in when? In 2009. Okay, CCE was introduced in CBSE in 2009. CCE, what do we mean by CCE? You know that CCE means, if we tell the full form of CCE, continuous comprehensive evaluation. So those two terms are given in the CCE, that is, one is continuous and another is comprehensive. If we tell about continuous, then we know that when we learn about development, the term has come into our mind, that is continuous. What is continuous? It is a regular basis process. It works anytime and every moment of life. So we call it continuous. Growth, you know that when we learn about growth and development of a child in our psychology paper, in pedagogy paper, you learn that development is a continuous process, but growth is not a continuous process, but it works sometimes continuously. Then the second term is CAM, that comprehensive. What is comprehensive? It works all round development of a child. Means you can use CCE in scholastic nature and scholastic nature wherever it needs. Okay friends, so comprehensive is divided into two parts. One is scholastic, another is scholastic. If you know that whatever you do in your classroom situation, that are scholastic, but what you do outside of the class, that is scholastic. If the when the children are playing in the field, that is a scholastic process. That is also a comprehensive evaluation. You can evaluate in the playground, in the outside of the school, in the family, in the situation of talking with friends of a child, that are scholastic. If we divide scholastic, then we will get self-evaluation, feedback, retesting, corrective measures, diagnosis and regularity. Those points are come into comprehensive basis. These points are come into comprehensive basis. Okay, so comprehensive basis we can tell self-evaluation. A child do assessment by themselves, that is self-evaluation. They can judge themselves what he had learned or what he had to learn. Okay friends, then feedback is most important in CCE process. As well, retesting and corrective measures, diagnosis and regularity are also important for CCE. Next point, features of CCE. What are the main features of CCE? That is continuous. If it already I told you what is continuous. When we learn about growth and development of a child, we come to learn about the continuous process. We know that development is a continuous process. Development is a continuous process. So the term continual and periodicity came into our mind to understand the continuous process. The continual term, that is from the beginning and the during the instructional process, means continual starts from beginning and during instructional process, means when you are teaching in your classroom, at that time you can do assessment in the classroom. Okay, if you want do some assessment from the beginning of the class, you can also do that assessment. This during assessment and beginning assessment belongs to CCE. Okay friends, then the periodicity. Periodicity means that is frequency and term, means you can do assessment in a calendar year of education. That genuinely there are four assessment in India, that are unit test. We can call unit test, that is also one type of assessment. Summative assessment and summative assessment, two types of summative assessment are happening in our classroom, in our school. Summative assessment 1, another is summative assessment 2. That is unit test also done in classroom, wherever also done. That weekly test also done in our classroom situation. So these are belongs to CCE. Okay, there is no boundary to do assessment in classroom in a term basis, in a frequency basis. Maybe some schools are doing weekly test or not, but summative assessment and summative assessment 2 is happening. But there is no need to do summative assessment and summative assessment 2 in other schools. Okay friends, so CC has no periodicity, no frequency and no term basis in the period of time to do assessment. Okay friends, that is scholastic aspect. In CC, what are the scholastic aspect? When we do evaluation or assessment of a child, which points we have to focus, we should keep in our mind at that time. The first learner we have to focus, we should keep in our mind that are learner's knowledge. Knowledge is also important, because if learners has no knowledge about the term, about the topic which we are going to assess, they are unable to give answers, or the assessment will be fail. So knowledge is also important. Second point, understanding is need, because when we go to assessment, when we do evaluation, we have to focus on this matter. Means knowledge, you have to do question on knowledge based, that may be on direct question, and another is understanding based. Understanding based is also important, because the child able to think what the question is need, what the question wants from me. Okay, so question is also on the base of understanding. Third point is application. Application also need application based questions also be practiced in the classroom situation or in the assessment process. Fourth is evaluation, fifth is analysis, and sixth is ability to apply in situation. Okay, they have ability, the children have ability to apply in situation. Sometimes we teach students the addition process in our classroom. They are capable, they are able to apply this addition when he goes to market, when he buys some chocolate, when he buys some toys. Okay, in that time we know that they are learning, they are study, are profitable to them. Okay friends, next point, scholastic areas. Scholastic areas, if we focus of the academic scholastic areas, that are 9-point scale. In any class, you see in your result book, in your progress card, that is 9-point scale are mentioned in the progress card. In that also co-curricular scale, co-curricular activities also maintained, that is 5-point scale. Academics at 9-point scales, what are they? Then that is language 1, language 2, mathematics, science, social science, additional optional, information technology and home science. And 5-point scale, work experience, art experience and physical and health education or games. Next point, this is a example of a progress card of a child. You can look into this method, that is language 1, language 2, those are maintained here. Okay friends, hope you will understand this message, this video. If you like, then share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you, have a nice day.